See ya.
Questions for Coach? Well, the O-line seems pretty banged up right now. How much does that mean your guys have to step up blocking-wise just to help contribute whatever they can?
Well, I don't think it means we're doing anything different necessarily. So it's kind of the same plan as usual of how we're going to, spread the field and things of that nature. But hopefully everybody, whenever anyone's injured, hopefully everybody's trying to pick them up, and just kind of improve your level of play. I thought last week we did some good things, got a lot of things to work on, but no, I don't think there's just a onus on one position. It's everybody.
How do you feel like your group has done blocking-wise so far?
I think we're trending in the right direction. We're improving. Fundamentally, I think we've been pretty good. Speed of the game, got to, come along. I think we can play faster. The second game was better than the first. I expect this week to be better than last week. So I think we're improving. Got to get better on the perimeter, just consistency. That's what we're looking for.
Satisfying to see Jay Rikas have a game like he had last week.
Yeah, he did some good things before the touchdown, and I always tell him good things happen to people that make blocks. And his first snap in, he got the hardest look he could get, got a blitz off the edge. He's coming from the other side of the formation and had it up and kicked the guy out, and Kyron went up inside. So he ended up catching a touchdown. I'm not concerned with the touchdowns. I'm concerned with the blocks we make. Those other stuff will come, to be honest with you.
Was that the touchdown play, or was that a different one?
No.
It looked like he did the same thing on the touchdown
play. He did. And then later on, we had there was a G play we ran. He came from the backside and kicked the guy out, and Kyron found a seam, went in the end zone. But no, the first play was just coming from across on his own read. So.
He looked on the touchdown that Kyron had. He looked like he was almost a fullback or an H-back in that role.
Yeah, he was kind of.
Can he give some versatility to you in different looks?
Yeah, when we're in 12, there's two tight ends in the game. He's been the guy that's off the ball, and Benji's been the guy that's on the ball. So just kind of, that actually they're probably interchangeable, but maybe fits his skill set a little bit more off the ball. He can do the hand down stuff too. So just kind of how it sorted out as camp went on.
Your group excited to get some more 12 personnel out there, especially get the opportunity?
We love 12 personnel. Obviously, there's two of us in the game, but we need to do whatever we need to do to win. And 12 personnel number usually gets called in crucial situations, right? You're down the goal line, you're in short yardage, so we got to be ready for those. Whether there's one of them, 10 of them, or none of them.
You've been in Phillips' shoes before as an OC. You've also been an offensive line coach and been in Matt's shoes. How much are you there with them, helping them out, especially with the O-line being banged up, about things that can do within the scheme that could help alleviate some pressure on Kyron and get the offense going?
Well, I think there's different ways to solve problems, right? Coach Montgomery does an unbelievable job just spreading the field and making you defend, all 53 in a third or whatever it is, and whether that's throwing a bubble or whether it's adding a hat and running the quarterback. There's different ways to do it. So Coach takes input from everyone in the room. All the coaches in there have input, and so I really appreciate that about him. And then working with Coach Moore with the offensive line, if you're the tight end coach, you better work closely with the offensive line coaches. And he and Coach Danielson do a great job.
What's impressed you most about Jurikis' development since he got in the program?
He's a high school quarterback, and it's really just his mentality, I think, has improved to seeing yourself as a physical presence, not a skill guy, quote unquote. It's easy to think yourself as a skill guy. It's harder to put your hand in the dirt and go block 300-pound, down linemen. So I think he did a good job of really progressing at that in camp. And he's become more detailed. I really think he's grown up a lot. Just matured naturally, just being another year in the system and in this program. And I'm excited about him. I mean, he's got a high ceiling. He's just got to continue to put in the work and continue to grow.
Feels good.
Well, all right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.